All right. I think I have everything. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is the box. This is the box. Oh, the craziness. Nice and sealed. Going out. All right. Let's go to the down cam a little bit. Boop. Shrink me. Nope. I shrank the down cam. Nice. All right. Let that shrink me. Go down like that. All right. So here it is. All nice and sealed. Fantasticness. All the juice, all the flavorings, all the yumminess. Nice and sealed. All right. Each pack $450. Da-da-da-da. I know it's early. And if you want to chat, we can. All good. But I got to get these sealed up to get it out of here. All right. Last chance to see a sealed box. Oh, the Italian legends. Oh my gosh. Craziness. Now, many people might be wondering why people would pay $450 for something that's sometimes listed at $330, and that's because they want it to be from a fresh sealed box like this. So no tampering with and no nothing like that. All right, so we're going to keep going. We're going to have this cracked here, and then I'm going to put it in bearish cases. Now, I went ahead and separated all the bearish cases so we didn't have to deal with the nonsense of me actually having to crack each one, you know, and if people are keeping track of how many I actually broke 3 of them during that transition. So I filled out all the information here, so it's kind of cool looking, you know, the bearish cases, because I like the bearish cases. And then they look good. All right, last chance to see this. I love it, right? Boom, nice and fresh and sealed and be broken for you guys. All right. And if you want one, you can always go to the Open Boosters website and pick one up. Many people have. Do you have a full set of English and Italian legends? I like the colors of Italian. I do have a full set of English, and I don't have a full set of Italian. I am missing some of the bigger cards of that set. All right, I do like the Italian. I also like the Italian booster packs because they come with more uncommon. That's one of my favorite things about the Italian card set, right? Because in the booster packs you get 4 uncommon, not just 3. So to me, it's a better deal. All right, here we go. I'm gonna slice it and dice it. There it is. It is no longer a sealed box. All right. And there's the end of that. I do love Legends. It is one of my favorite nostalgic sets. I don't think I'll ever do a box break of the English, but that's only because I like to crack those with my mom. That kind of stuff. Woo! Look, they even put that little number thing right there, so you know it's legit. All right, here we go. Okay, now I also have to explain one more thing. I put the wrong date on here, but not really. I filled these out yesterday, so this is yesterday's date. All right, I realize it is not the 22nd today. All right, it is the 23rd, but I'm not filling this out again. I wanted to get this done yesterday, but unfortunately, I was unable to do so. But you know, hindsight's always 20/20. So like I said, if you do want one, you can still get them for sure. And these might last a long time up there. Huh? Oh God, you're right. Oh my God, why did I put 2022? Oh my God, did I do it on all of them? Holy mackerel, I did. Oh, what I get for being distracted. Oh my Lord. Last time I forgot to fill them out. Why can I not get any of this right? It always has to have one error. What do? I just do the 3 on every single one? Do I even have a pen up here? I have my marker. Oh my gosh. I do not have. Oh my gosh. I do have a black marker though. I can do 36, 22, 23s real fast. Man. All right, all right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Everyone will see this alteration editing in real time. All right. There we go. A little nice hook at the end. It's now going to be 23. How am I such a bonehead? It's like all the little things, right? Last time I forgot to fill it out. Now I put the wrong year on it. I am like the best at being wrong. There we go. Everyone will see it right here, right now. The 3. Wow. And that'll tell you that it's legit for sure. Oh my goodness. That's why doing it live is pretty fun. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Oh my gosh. Everyone will know I hand edited this. So. With a Sharpie, nonetheless. I'm actually glad I actually put that up there. You know how hard this would be if these were already stuck on the cases and I figured it out? Well, like 1 on that because it's at 26. What I need is Q&A, quality control. All right, so everybody knows I'm living in the past. All right, give those a second to dry. That'll be good. Okay. Holy mackerel. I'm here talking about April 22nd. All right. Can't even get the rear right. Oh, jeez. All right, all right. So we've cracked the box. We've done nothing so far. All right. So do pack number 1. Oh, I already pulled that one out. And as long as I counted everything correctly, everything will be fine. And since it's pack number 1 and they've nicely put the little blue strip up here, maybe I should put the blue strip back here. Kind of cool. If you end up with pack number 1, you get the blue strip. I think that's kind of cool. It won't damage the pack and it'll look neat. Now, if you bought one, you're not guaranteed to get pack number 1. That's the thing. So. All right, there we go. Yeah, that would have been a pain pulling these out and put the year correct. Although the video would probably just tell everyone that I hosed up. So how's everybody doing today? On this Sunday morning? All right, pack number 1. I think that looks good. There we go. That looks freaking awesome. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Everyone will be seeking pack number 1 for sure. Easily a $10,000 pack right there. I'm just kidding. That's not really true. If Sometimes the instruction manual gets away in the way of putting these things in. Instructions are need to be there. All right, I've done one. All right. Stacking it up. I know the people who have purchased in advance are very chomping at the bit because most of them purchased a Flesh and Blood pack too. They will be coming on Monday for sure to a theater near you. What's going on here? Well, you may be able to get one of the other ones, the ones online. If you just want one, I'd probably recommend not one of these. I'm referring to in the future. You could probably get one of the PSA graded ones. In which case, those if you can get a 7 or a 6, at least you know it's sealed and okay. You know, it's probably still tampered with, but it's on the cheaper side of the equation. Unless, of course, you're living in Europe, in which case it's hard for me to sell them to people overseas because they won't fix the shipping issues kind of thing going on. All right, pack number 2, finally done. See, sometimes the instruction manual doesn't even touch it. It's like, no, they are not sold out. They are not even close to sold out. So there's plenty to be had. Plenty to be had. There should be plenty of time. I don't even expect it to sell out during this. There are so many loose packs that you can get out there in the world. So they are not sold out. But this one will be, you can see that it's from a fresh box and that kind of stuff. So. And over time, patience, and practice, they will sell out. So it's nice to have it sit out there for a while. Some of the dark packs are still left as well from the first box break we did. And I plan to increase the price of those after this video. Or, because, I mean, there's so few left in that one. All right, pack number 3 done. Well, actually, I've been thinking about it. I haven't made the decision whether I'm going to raise the price on the dark packs yet or not. Because they're almost sold out as well. But raising it will make it last a little bit longer out there. I've only ever cracked one Legend Pack in my life. It was an Italian Legend Pack, and the rare was Sword of Ages. Yeah. Better than 30. Everyone agree? Yes, probably better than Magic 30 for sure. They are legit and playable. Thank you, Skip. I appreciate it. And I do love opening vintage. And there will be Legendates open. For sure. And English Legends coming up too. So look forward to those pack openings in the future. Not a problem there. But many people have been asking, hey, can you have some vintage product in your thing? And so I can know it's a legit pack from someone, that kind of stuff. So if you're getting some vintage product out there would be good. Also, bearish cases rock. I like how they do this. I like how they put it on the back so you can fill it out. So if you don't want to open it, you can say, hey, I got an Italian Legends pack here. You know what its release date was? 1994. Because it annoys people. It doesn't annoy. Well, I guess when they don't remember what the card does. Yeah, I guess I could see that, but I am never annoyed about seeing a foreign card. Mostly because I go for the artwork, you know, and I understand with the artwork, but you know, but that's funny. I like Legende packs personally because there's extra uncommon. I wish they would do that with all the sets. Really, if it's foreign, it gets an extra uncommon. I think that's awesome. It makes these more valuable to me. Did you know I still haven't opened a mana drain on the on the channel yet? Oh no, yeah, mana drain. I still haven't opened it. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Gregory Patrick. There we go. Now, if you're just joining us and you haven't seen the first pack that I put in there, I put the blue ticket in there in that first one. I thought that was cool. What are those cases again? These are bearish cases. And they're booster pack acrylics. They're really nice. They got that symbol. You can see them from the links below. You can actually go to their website. Here, I'm going to put that up there. If I can get that to... bearish. But yeah, they are awesome. They hold the packs in place so they don't shift around. I do have them on sale on the website. You can get 12 for 10 for the purchase price of 10, right? So it's $100, but yeah. Hey Luke, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, so you can go onto the website and buy bearish cases. I do sell them 10 for 12. You can get a case. So, and which makes it really well because if you're doing Flesh and Blood, you can just buy and you're getting 12. Why are people not Sand? Sand? I'm terrible with acronyms. I'm old. Oh, smashing the like button. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Usually they will if I'm opening something, but in this way, they this is probably a little more dry for most, I should say. It cut me off. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, I like the bearish cases. They come in 12 packs and It works for Flesh and Blood for the 24. It works for the 36 of regular Magic the Gathering booster box. Even works for the 60. So that was pretty cool. But 10 for 12, I think that's a good deal. Why am I pulling this out? I need this one. So for $100, you get them. You get 12, and they're usually $10 each. Now I don't know how long that sale will last. I think it's going to be going up pretty soon. You'll be able to purchase them for now, at least. So what's everyone's favorite card besides Tabernacle of the set? Of the Legends set? Out of curiosity. I mean, it can be any card of the set. I'm just going to do this one because it has one. One of my favorite cards of the set is Boomerang, because that was the first one that you could send back anything to your hand and your opponent's hand. So it worked really well. Right? It was highly playable. I know it sounds weird that I'd say it common, but Boomerang was actually one of my favorite cards of that set. Mana Drain was actually really good, of course, because you get the extra mana. But Boomerang had so much different potential, right? I could put it anywhere, really, on anything that was already in play. And then I could Mana Drain it later. But I could also bounce my own stuff. So that extra potential there, so I could use it for protection of my other items that I had on the board. Ooh, Acid Rain. That's a good one too. What was your favorite part about Acid Rain? Was this anything in particular, or was it just the effect of the Acid Rain itself? Did you use it as any kind of form of that I wouldn't be aware of? And welcome, Mr. Bean. I don't think that's a picture. Yeah, that's the first time you've spoken up. Oops, I don't think I shut it. For those of you just joining me, it was discovered while we were doing this that I wrote every year as 2022. Everyone should know that. Ah, okay. So during the actual gameplay itself, yeah. Okay. So it stopped your friends cold. That makes sense. Because a card can have a special meaning just because of the memories itself, right? And that's another thing I like about Magic, because just because something is not as uber, it can have special memories based on just its appeal to what you played, who you played with. The memories are priceless. And most people back in the day of 93, 94 played with their friends. You know, it wasn't really, well, there were tournaments going on, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't actually as active as it is now, of course. Right? So you'd have your group of friends, you'd have Magic the Gathering night. and hang out and learn new things and play each other and destroy them. Crazy times. Ah, yes. The colors are different for sure. You put two together. English seems a little more faded and Italian seems a little more lush. Right? So, like, I still have some out. So I haven't quite sleeved them yet and that kind of stuff. I have them out. They're really, they're really popping, for sure. Now these just might end up into decks that I have, because I like playables, you know. So I'm trying to pick them out of which ones I actually need for play, and which ones I don't. But yes, I do play with the Italian, because it's fun. So it kind of fills out my play pile. Another reason I like all the uncommon and legend and Italian legends. If I had known that back in the day, because I didn't know that the Italian legends actually had 4 uncommon. I probably would have ended up with a ton more. They would be harder to get though in the States back then. But I probably would have seen them and said, "Oh, I got to have those. I got to get those so I can actually have all the uncommons, that kind of stuff for extra times." Do any of you actually? Let's see. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It is a win for sure, right? Yeah, I was one of the people who sent back in mana drain so I could get some of the other uncommon. And it's not like I didn't know that Mana Drain wasn't a good card. It was just like I wanted the other uncommons too. Hilarious. I still don't even understand how they did that. How old are those packs? 1994. They are from then, June of 1994 to be precise. But I only put the year. So that is how old they are. $1994. Such a good year. Do you think they should magic 30 legends, except make it cheap? The entire legend set, make it cheap. Instead of doing it like $1,000 a pack. Or that sorry, 250 pack. Do it cheaper. and do a Legends. And have A and B just to make it really bad. Because the set was bad. What's the greatest unopened product you got left in your collection? An alpha brick. I think that would be the epitome of the greatest product that I could open. Yeah, the alpha brick. Second would be the other beta booster box. And the last would be, I guess that'd be the beta starter brick. And that would be something to open for sure. I think everyone would freak out if I announced I was actually going to be opening that. Alpha brick. Because there's only one other that I know that exists. At least I think it still exists. It's been a while since I checked. But now I know it has existed at one point. So. Yes, it's gonna stay closed. That's the idea. I'm gonna keep it closed. Unless someone wants to pay me to open it, then that would be a completely different story. You know. One of my friends said I should open a what do you call it? What's the thing where people pay you to do stuff? Oh no, it's not sold out. You still have you can still buy as many as you want. I mean there's tons remaining, I'm pretty sure. So we got time. Plenty of time. So yeah, I don't think it's sold out. It's fairly expensive, so I don't think it's going to be selling out anytime soon. I think you're good. Oh, you have to go to my Shopify store to purchase. www.openboosters.com. It is $4.50 to purchase for each individual. But yeah, what's it called? Let's see. Anyone cracking? No. We're just gonna be sealing these things up. That's the idea of this one. This one is just the proof of the pudding that these are all coming from the same box. If you actually look at the very first one, I put the blue sticker, the blue thingy ticket number inside the first booster pack. So it's pretty cool. So this is just a proof that I've sealed them. So people can come back later and look. I'll probably try to have a booster pack opening later today. I'm not sure what it'll be, but it'll be something. So yeah, one of my friends a while back stated that I should do a I don't know what you call it. It's not a Kickstarter. It was what was it? Like I can't remember what it's called. Do you know when you'll be opening Pokemon cards next? I don't actually. That might be a while. I mean, do you want a box break of Pokemon? I mean, I do have the unlimited limited set over here, just sitting here. Like that. Nice and sealed. Yes, that's what you want. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Well, let's see. What was I? That's sick. Yep. It is pretty sick for sure. Oh yeah, let's see. What was it called? It's where people donate money and then you do whatever you said you're going to do. What is that called? I've forgotten. Um, I can't even remember it. But that was what the person wanted me to do. It's like you open this thing and then it's not a Kickstarter. It's something else. But then you make your movie and then that people pay you for it. So that's what he said I should do. Tell the Magic the Gathering community to fund the project of opening the alpha brick. Because otherwise none will ever be opened. You know? So kind of like getting your cake and eating it too, kind of thing. That's what it's called. GoFundMe. That is so simple, and I just couldn't even think of it. Yeah, that's what it was. GoFundMe. I told him that I don't think I could get even like 40 people to give $10. I also thought it would be weird, but yeah. So that's what he was telling me to do. You know. So then you can actually open it, get paid, and everyone gets to enjoy it and see what it would be like. I mean, we already know it's not going to be a God box because, or a God booster pack or anything like that, because they didn't have those in alpha. They had that in beta. So you're definitely going to go down the tubes opening that. So how much would a GoFundMe be worth? That's something to talk about. You know? So GoFundMe. How much money do you think people would donate in the Magic the Gathering community to see an alpha brick opening? Now I'm not putting one up, so let's not pretend that we're actually putting anything up. So, but in theory, if someone were to do that. Because that's totally a cash grab. Everyone would know that. I probably have to put that. I would put that in the video itself. Totally a cash grab. You want to get the money. Also, there'd be a lot of people that wouldn't want me to break it because it's historical. All of us are pretty broke. I could throw in like $10. Yep, everyone is pretty broke. I mean, because of inflation and all like inflationary dollars and all that kind of stuff. But let's say everybody threw in $10. That's a lot of money. You know? Yeah. Thanks, Perp. Yeah, I took that from my store. Hey, Booster Blade, how you doing? Blader. What's up? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I took that from my store, Perp. I was just like, oh, I better put something up. Because it was the Flesh and Blood box opening, and it confused people the last time when I was just doing some weird stuff. Do you ever play Legacy? No, I've pretty much played old school. I haven't played Legacy. Either that or Commander. I would rather watch Field Deck event with them. I think I would donate to that. Oh my gosh, that would be freaking huge. You, Edwin, Rudy, etc. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be interesting, right? Yeah. So would we be able to we would have to be able to trade with each other because we really wouldn't be able to make a great deck with just one starter, right? So we'd have to trade with each other at some point in order to actually make that work. Because the decks weren't made to be played. They were actually made just random. I mean, it was just one card of random stuff. So as a starter deck, those things were terrible. I mean, you couldn't just buy one starter and play the game. Hey, Robert. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I see you there. They could be Alpha 40 decks. For sure, for sure. But we would still have to trade with each other. That's even in that, you'd only have a certain amount. Maybe you might get 5 red, maybe a couple blue, 10 black cards. I mean, it's really, really random. All new releases of Magic, so I suppose all future released on curled foils could go to you guys instead of Watson. Still want to support the community though. Any suggestions? Let's see. Suggestions on supporting the community. Oh well. All right. All right. Cool. All right. Thanks, Robert. Let's see. Boycotted all in area. This is what could you do to? I suppose all the extra. Instead of, I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. Let's see. What could you do to support the community? Did you buy any sorcery CCG? Will you be doing any opening of that? Actually, they're sending me a box to open for sorcery. So they've been in contact with me, and I will see what I get for that, and I will actually be opening it here on the channel because I have not played it. I will need to actually investigate it a little bit, but it will be coming. All right. So yeah, there will be a definitely opening of sorcery here on the channel. They have contacted me and they're sending me something. I don't know what that something is, but it should be coming. Okay. You know, I don't know what to do for the support of the community. I mean, boycotting all the new releases, that totally makes sense. Making videos and posting them online or that kind of thing. I don't know how much money we're talking here. I mean, but if you find out if there's something that you can invest in as far as a tournament or something like that, or that might be interesting, you know. But I'm not really sure. Maybe you can host a tournament in your local area, for sure. You know, if you start hosting tournaments, you can talk to one of your local game stores and host a tournament. That would actually be a little more interesting. It would branch out. Next sell can be Urga, so that's legacy for the first foils. That's actually cool. That would actually be a good one as well. Yeah. That'd be a great opening. Thoughts on proxies in tournaments? They should always be allowed. Proxies should always be allowed. I'm not kidding. Well, maybe ban Magic 30 because those are expensive. But all other proxies can be allowed. Doodle on a card, you're good. A lot of people can't afford the cards and that kind of stuff, especially when we're talking about higher level numbers. And so, in my personal opinion, they should be allowed, right? But that's just my personal opinion because I want people to play. I don't want people to be left out. In some cases where there's large values of money involved, then maybe you have them rent the ability to use a proxy. So they're donating to the prize pool. That was another thing that I said a while back. So the prize pool goes up as people play more and more proxies. Yeah, it would be a win-win, I think. But my goal is to really just get everyone to play because that to me is better than just not allowing people to play just because they can't afford the card, right? Match the Gathering is not cheap. However, people do invest in it to play the cards. So I see that part of it. So I say if there is a prize pool that's significantly high, then you give the people the ability to rent proxies, so they can rent the ability to own, which increases the prize pool. And then that makes everything balanced. Balanced in the way of the force. Not only are they not able, if they don't win, they don't get their money back. And if they do win, well, they get some money. And then they probably will buy reserveless cards. Or it could just go, the prize pool could just go towards those reserveless cards that they proxied. In which case, they're going to end up with the card. I don't know. That's just food for thought, but I still think proxies should always be allowed. Because everybody wants to play. Yeah, exactly. They should have done that. That was terrible on their part. I mean, I was looking forward to drafting that set when I found out that it was in booster packs form. I figured it'd be way more balanced than what it was in the old days, for sure. I may have been part of the at my frothy. I've seen two different groups rewards and tournaments for people who used proxies and people who didn't. Still have mixed feelings for that cause. They gave way lower rewards for proxy users. Okay, well, I mean, at least they attempted to find a balance, even if it wasn't probably the best judgment call and that kind of stuff. Um, my personal opinion is they should be able to go in, and if they donate to the rewards, everyone gets the same reward. It's not fair if someone gets something high just because they couldn't afford to buy in. They're in. Yeah, I'm assuming there's some kind of way to get in, and that there's a prize at the end. So I don't know. It's all about who's running it and who wants to do it. It really is. And then, but there's got to be a way to be able to let everybody in, because I mean, you know, it just makes sense that way. And if it makes sense to let everybody play, then you have to. How many packs are in that box? 36. When are you going to crack an alpha or beta box and sell it? Ever? I don't know. That, I mean, I only have one alpha starter brick. That would be bad. And I have a beta booster box, and that would be also bad. I mean, we know it's a wizard certified box of beta. All right. And I only judge that based on my other box. So there's no hodgepodge. It's going to be legit. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I could break that apart. You know? I mean, that's since we know it's a legit box, you know, it would be hard and devastating to do that. Cracking it would be extreme. I know there's one alpha brick that exists, so exactly. You need to pre-sell everything for sure. For sure, it would have to be, and then that would be hard to do. You know, you have to just tell. I mean, and what do you sell it for, right? Because now you know it's a legit box. Probably one of the few remaining legit boxes. You know, I do have a Kip Anderson booster pack online if you want to buy that. That is actually from a beta booster box, right? So I do have one out there that you could purchase. I put it out there just because people were saying, where can I get a beta booster pack that is unsearched? Well, I have one that I can sell because I know it's unsearched because it's an Anderson box. Actually, I have two others, but I figured I could sell one at least. That I purchased him from. Those are purchases. My brain just said, what am I doing here? I would buy an unlimited base Pokemon pack if you cracked it. Okay, duly noted, because I do have that box right over there. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be a fun opening, and those work with bearish cases too. So it is a base set one, of course. So I will think about that, and maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it. I've been trying to get an extra one so I can do it. Do you trade cards for cards? I can. Yes. Especially with you. Because you literally know me. So yes, I can trade cards for cards with you. For others, it's a little bit harder. Aside from ABU, what is your favorite set to open? Arabian. Aside from Arabian, Legends is my next one. Arabian Nights is my other one that I love, right? Because that's why I also have the sealed box of Arabian. I haven't cracked it either. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful box. If I had two, I'd probably crack one. I tried to get two and I can't. So I wanted to crack an Arabian Nights box for the channel, but I can't seem to find one that's affordable now to actually be able to do it. So I think that's just a pipe dream. Me to win the lottery, and then I'll probably just buy one and crack it. But yeah, I would love to open an Arabian Nights booster box on the channel. I do still have the option because I still own the box, right? But and so that's the one that's truly tempting, right? That's the one that's going, oh, open me. Because that would be exciting. I would love to do it. It's so fantastic, you know? But I have not yet done it. Exactly. They're incredibly unique. They look wonderful. None of the cards are banned in a legit way. So yeah, I love Arabian Nights. They're beautiful. So if I can find a secondary box that's for cheap enough, and I can actually crack it. I don't even know where that came from. That's got to be some weird expression that no one ever uses. You know. So I mean, it's literally devil throwing stones. I don't know where you would go with that one. You know, some of them I can, you know, I mean, unless we're trying to start banning the dictionary, it didn't make any sense to me at all. You know, jihad should have been left alone. Because that's just, I mean, what are you doing? Banning words from the English language. Look, we're not going to use these words anymore. You know, didn't. And stone throwing devils, I don't even get that. That's got to be so old that nobody even knows about it except for like professors in college. Invoke prejudice. Look. Invoke prejudice. I'm just gonna say it like this. Invoke prejudice is just fine. I don't get any good feelings from the artwork because it looks like they're gonna kill me. So if it looks like it's going to kill me, then you're actually saying invoke prejudice is bad. And if you read up on the artist, well, he's probably not such a good person. But you know, the artwork of it, it coming from a person, is but banning it because that, I mean, you're not getting warm fuzzies from that card. And I've played that card with a lot of different people. And and I'm saying they used it against me, so they didn't have any problems with it. And so I'm like, okay, banning it didn't make any sense. Banning it still doesn't make any sense. And I've talked to some of my friends, and they don't understand why they banned it either. And I'm not talking about Rudy and I don't want to get into specifics because then things get hairy as you're talking on a channel stream. But so they don't understand either because it happened, you know? These things happen, they're real. So banning it just makes the company sound racist because they didn't want to sweep everything under the rug. But that's the way it was described to me, and I was like, oh, well, I'm probably not going to ever say that on the channel. Oh, crap, I just did that on the channel. Well, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. All right. I want to get flagged on YouTube. But yeah. So, yeah. I still like the card Invoke Prejudice. It's fine. It's a good card. It's a good playable for sure. Just change the art. You know, true. To choose one card in the whole world and it had to be one, what would it be? Well, if I only have one card, it's not going to be very well played. I can't play it. But I would probably choose Time Twister because I love Time Twister because it was my first Magic the Gathering card. And I actually, I still have my first one. It's a PSA grade 4. I accidentally traded it away. Didn't realize how much it meant to me, and then I had to go chase it down over the course of 4 months to random tournaments to find the person that I traded it to get the card back. I traded double to get it back. Let's see. Do you think getting cards signed by artists helps the value of the card, or does it not matter either way? I have two schools of thought on that. I believe the older the signature, the better the more quality it has. So if you can get a 1993 signature of a particular artist, it's going to be worth more in the future. But that you didn't. Let's see, the 23 people that are currently watching, that is going to be a thing. I'm telling you that right now. So if you have a 1993 card or older, or an original Mark Poole signature, and you can tell the original Mark Poole signature is way different than the current Mark Poole signature, just look at your cards. If you look at the actual artwork on the cards, you see that Poole signs his signature way different than he used to. All right, so those older signatures are going to be worth money. Okay. Now, if you get your card signed today, in 20 to 30 years, those cards will start to update. So, yes, do I believe that the cards with signatures with artists helps it? The answer is yes. If you have an alpha grade 9.5 and a current signature, it's going to be worth way, way more because people are collecting the our autograph card sets currently. That's just a little bit school tip because you're here on my live stream asking me questions. Any tips to make commander deck / rules with 2 players work? No, I don't think I have any tips for that. For that, you could probably ask Edwin. Edwin is a magic engineer. He's reachable. That would be a good one. Was that person playing your Time Twister in tournaments? Yes. Yes, he did actually. Played in several tournaments. However, you know, he won those tournaments. So there you go. He was actually good. He was a good player. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. With 2 players work. So I don't know what the check them out. Yeah. Yeah. Edwin can answer all those questions for sure. He's my go-to guy. Nice, nice. Although I don't think I crack an 8.5 cradle. That's that I don't do. 8.5 can still hold value. 8.5 might be able to be regraded. How to purchase? Can you send to Brazil? I cannot send to Brazil. I do apologize for that. So you do go to the Open Boosters website. However, it won't allow you to buy it from, and I can't send to Brazil. I do apologize. Oh, you're still on the 9.5 one. Yes. Well, that's good. However, I still would have if I was gonna just have one to play, I can still buy a played condition one for less than an 8.5 BGS. I would assume, unless you got a really good deal. So I mean, an 8.5 still up there. It even might be able to be regraded to the 9 at that point. You know? I don't know. I don't think I could crack an 8.5. Because BGS usually goes really bad on centering stuff. You might even be able to send that off to PSA and get the 9. I don't know. Yeah, so yeah. Like it's kind of hard and restricted, but 8.5 is pretty up there. I mean, I'm assuming that since you, but I win events with it outside the case. That's true. That's true. You do win events outside the case. Absolutely 100% true. However, you can win with a beat up 3 grade 4 PSA if you can give it to us. YouTube grade hundreds of cards, and it cost them $1,000 for me just to grade 3. It cost $50. Well, you have to call the if you're sending in thousands and hundreds of cards, or for thousands of dollars. What you need to do is just build it up, right, over time. Call them, and they will discount you, right? If you're only sending in 3, yes, it costs too much. What many companies do is ask people if they want to grade cards. They will charge them the current price. If you go to a regular store that sends in multiple graded cards, they will have a bucket of people and make a profit because they can call the company and get a discount. So I would wait or send it in, Luke, because you actually know me, and wait till then, and then I can send it in for you. for a bulk order, in which case you can get a discount. But yeah, that's just me. Yeah, that's what I do. But it's rare that you can get even a complex match. Okay, yeah. Have you lost sending in for grade? I ask because I want to send in someone. So far, I have lost 0. I have personally lost 0. Saint has lost some, I believe, from Fable Hunters. But I have currently, to this day, have lost 0 cards in grading. Now I've obviously not agreed with their cards that they've graded. And I've taken them back, and sometimes they will regrade, and sometimes they won't. Sometimes I have to charge them to regrade. They charge me to regrade, and then they come back with the higher grade. But those are different days than now. So yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I've lost 0 cards shipping to them. Do they prioritize grading content creators like you faster than other customers? No, they do not. In fact, they're jerks about it. I can tell you that for a fact. I had to wait 1.5 years during the to get my cards back. So no, they do not prioritize based on that. They prioritize based on how much money you give them. So even though they give me the discount of high quantity, they will put me on the back burner. They do not prioritize on content creators. They do not care. I'm sure Saint, I think, works with BGS. So that's a completely different scenario. So he probably gets his a little faster, but they do not make deals with content creators for the time thing. I wish they did. That would have been so awesome. Is it true that back in the day on big events, they would grade cards there in person? Yes. Yes, they would. That is actually true. They would. But that was just to get people's feet wet. So the idea is simple. Show them how a card is graded. And then people will accept what they're doing as true. So they would do it in person. It's good advertising. It was smart, right? And people would see that they're grading correctly. So, yes, they would do it in person at the card shows, at the card events. Concerns about long-term collectability of the game, but I still like reserveless playables. What's your primary concern about long-term collectability of the game? I know you're in a text box and we can't really go into it, but the thing is that collectability-wise, Magic the Gathering's going to stay. So as long as Magic the Gathering is still vibrant, then the collectability will always be there. That's the different thing. If it ever starts to fade, like fade into the dust, like it can't, and I'm not talking about just people buying bulk or reserve list. I'm talking about the main people that play the game. So I'm not impressed with new sets. True, you're not impressed with new sets. I get that from a lot of people that love the older cards and that kind of stuff. They're not impressed with new sets. However, the moneymaker and the thing that keeps the old cards still going strong is actually the new stuff. And no one really puts those two things together. Because the newer players, almost forgot that stupid. The newer players, they are looking at the old stuff even if they're playing the new stuff. And they will eventually want the old stuff over time. Let's see. Too much text on the cards puts off new players. That is absolutely true. Frequent reprints and devalue. Yeah, that's absolutely true. So what do you think new players do if they do like the actual game? What they'll do is they will go towards the money. Because, well, here's the thing about Magic the Gathering players that nobody really knows. We're all smart. We are actually very intelligent. As crazy as that sounds, we play a complicated game that requires intelligence to play. Most intelligent people will become successful, which is crazy. So, What do people, new players, do that like the game called Magic the Gathering? They look to where the value is. They will actually watch Rudy's channel and you'll figure out that 1993, 94, 95, some of these older things, and then they'll start making speculations. Where should they play to put their money if they want to play the game? Because the new stuff doesn't actually make any money, right? It doesn't hold value. So they actually start investing in the older product. And that is how it happens. And so that's how it goes. The new players come in, they try the newer games, the newer sets, find out there's no money in it and everything goes to poop. And then they come into the older stuff because they still want to play the game, but they have to play with the older cards because they hold their value. Let's see. OT, but have you been following CS Ghost Skins collectible scene? I have not. I do apologize for that. Corporal has been super diluted. Yeah, it has. Too much text in the cursor. Yeah. Hasbro acts like they're marketing to kids for MTG, but they themselves said that the average Magic player is 30 years old. That is correct. They do market to the older people, which is why I still believe in the reserve list. Yeah, exactly. The reserve list is where it's at. In fact, what they should do is rekindle the reserve list, right? And then that would put value back into the cards. And that would actually streamline standard, right? They actually started putting reserve list cards in standard and pick like a couple of the good cards. Don't pick like wacky doodle commons that like, flying, first striking creatures. Like in Legends. Yeah, exactly. So once they if they decide to expand the reserve list, standard will come back screaming. They could definitely get trade equity, and they'd be able to buy the next set. It's purely as an investment. Hot tip: do your research. Last 10 years, people laughed when I told them I was going to retire on virtual items. Well, no, I have virtual items. I am the president of Atlas Earth. So I have virtual items. I also have Vivi. So I do have some virtual items. I'm always willing to try new buckets. Oh, everyone's asking you how to invest. I mean, if you think about it, Beckett's kind of a virtual item as well. Not Beckett. Bitcoin. Sorry, I said Beckett because I'm thinking of graded cards. Packs. Well, yeah. So, expand or die. Try or do not try. When a set rotates out of standard, I would add 5 or so cards to the reserve list. Think of these items. Exactly. I do too. I think that would be great. I think there should be like 2 mythics and then 3 rares to be added, right? Or if there's some kind of special uncommon, like when they did Ether Revolt, I think they should have put Fatal Push into the reserve list. And that card would have maintained the value of that box. I mean, that's a huge card. So, there is that. Some sets deserve 2, others 10. Depends on each set. There you go. I think this is a great board meeting. We should literally send this conversation straight to Wizards of the Coast. Ben reserve list. Yeah. Or as Edwin said in one of the videos that we did on Rudy's channel, we should no, we should reserve list land. Basic land. That was good. It's guaranteed to make land value go up. But yeah, this is actually a great conversation. allow proxies, and they're going to expand the reserve list, which is totally makes sense. I think this would be a. I'm going to go. All right. Well, I'm hoping to see you in a few minutes there. All right, Luke. Bye, buddy. Maintaining some value within your cards makes sense. Not just serialized. That really is only accessible to people with more money. That is actually true. That is actually true. The serialization is really just for people with more money, right? It doesn't. But it allows them to reprint cards because they don't want to get rid of the fact that they can print more cards in master sets, and that's because master sets make more money for them. So that's the problem. Maybe what they should really do is just a reserve list after they do print in a master set. Yeah, they actually are very special lands for sure, Wayne. Right? And they're still cheap, so I would still buy as many as you can. You know? You should be able to. I agree to that too. So yeah. I don't like how collectors. I agree with what you're saying there. You should be able to open them at pre-release. Maybe they should actually do only in pre-release. They should have a special card that is only in the pre-release. And I'm not talking about the numbered cards that they did for Ikoria. I'm talking about the just like a special alternate art, right? So if they did like a special alternate art for the pre-release kits, that would only be in that pre-release kit, that would be huge because that would make it super rare, right? And that would be good. Hello again, Real. Let's see. Put collector pack in as a box topper. Yeah, that totally makes sense too. As a box topper. That'd be nice. I love box toppers. I'd be all in on that one. I like the idea and concept set boosters. But I would like the idea of a set and draft boxes only. Well, that could work too, actually. I don't mind that. Most of us are players and collectors. True. We are. Can't have one without the other in this case. Some are just players, and some are just collectors, and some are both. Thoughts on LHC and just the crap show of overprinting nowadays? All right, so Lord of the Rings, I am actually looking forward to because I actually believe that there's going to be the One Ring, but I still think there's going to be a pop 1 of 3 for the elves, 1 of 7 for the dwarves, and 1 of 9 for the thing. I think they're going to just match the book like that because they didn't show the other thing. Yeah, let's hope so. Personally, I think that's going to be selected to be sent to somebody on YouTube. But not me. That's the thing. They don't send me anything. I've never gotten anything free from Wizards of the Coast. But yeah, those really actually let you know what percentages of the high-end reserves cards he has. No, not precisely. I've seen his cards, and I could probably do the math, but not precisely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's hope it's open for sure. Stores will probably film box openings of that set. Absolutely. I plan to film box openings of the set. One of my people who watched the show said I need to well, he didn't say that. I said I have to live stream it, otherwise he'll think that somebody sent it to me. So I was thinking I could live stream it and then it would be in Wassie's best interest to not send out the One Ring in the first round or two. I think they shouldn't do that. I think it needs to be cracked. I differ on that one, Charlie. But I think it needs to be cracked so they can prove that there is only one ring. You know, because proof is in the pudding, right? Because if it's not cracked by someone, then they're going to be big problems in like 2 or 3 years because we know what happens after people stop buying, right? And just because there's the one ring doesn't preclude that people are going to shop this to oblivion. If it was going to be shopped to oblivion and they were only going to do a certain amount of print run that's really, really small, then yeah, totally the last time it gets sent out, send it out. But the box price will collapse regardless of whether the ring is found or not. It will definitely burn to the ground. Oh, yeah, it will hurt sales for sure. It will because people will be like, "Oh, I can't get it now." Well, what's the point? It's kind of like with the lottery. If somebody wins the lottery, sales go down, right? Okay. Because I cannot believe that someone internal at Wasi's current management form will just print it to the ground. Yeah, exactly. Stores will probably film the box. It would be in Wasi's interest. Wouldn't the box price collapse? Yeah. Well, it will go down, but it won't completely collapse. Obviously, it'll be just like every other sale, and it will drop as soon as someone finds it because of like the lottery thing. But pop that second. But that is still legit. I'm just gonna show this right here. Still legit. Here's the numbers. Oops, that's not the numbers. Look, can't tell what numbers are. All right, there we go. But yeah, it will hurt some sales, but it will not bottom it out. Let's see. Okay, last question. Do you and Rudy have some position in 30th edition between you? No. We own 0 position in 30th edition. Absolute 0. So, where are all the 30th packs? Yeah, it's absolute 0. He hasn't bought any. I haven't bought any, and I will never buy any. Because it's tainted. It's a tainted product, right? Now, that doesn't mean that other people won't buy it. It doesn't mean that other people won't collect it. It doesn't even mean it won't have value. It doesn't have value to me. So, therefore, I will not buy it. Because I can doodle on a card and make the same thing, right? Because that is a doodled card. It's not playable, so it's not tournament legal. I figured you might have sent some guys with spades. Yeah, I could have grabbed that. That's free. Yeah, and the fact that they gave away this stuff for free means it's worthless. So, I mean, that's the part that boggles my mind. They printed it off expecting it to save the revenue of the company, and then they ended up just saying, screw it. We're going to give it away for free. Which, to me, is just dumb. All right? I mean, we have a ton of people out there speculating that this is the next Summer Magic when realistically it's been bought up by people that really want to make some money on it. They got it for cheap. They want to make money on it. They've made special deals with companies to get the product. I mean, it's a whole big money scam, really. That's my opinion on it. I'm not talking about the people who want the cards. Like, there's legitimately people that want the actual cards. It keeps their collections collected and all that kind of stuff. But there is a big scam going on in the background, and I'm putting this one on backwards. About everything. So on this particular product, and they're not being honest and open with you guys. So that's the problem. That's the biggest problem, and it just feels like the same thing where Summer Magic gets. Oh, Summer Magic's rare. You'll never be able to find this card. Then suddenly another one appears, and 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 it's from the same person. So you have to say without a doubt that there is big, giant shenanigans going on, and the people who want the cards are paying the money, which is horrid. And they're going to feel the pain in the future. That's just the way it's going to be. They're going to be like, why didn't this go up? Because Summer Magic never went up. So this is going to be one of those things where they just get hosed, and people who are scamming people are just going to get money. Yeah, I could be talking about Bitcoin there as well. Yeah, Bitcoin has a nice history and story there, going up to 60 and then coming straight on back down to 30, then down to 19. But some people have made money on it for sure. Can't deny that. I'm interested in early modern foils, Rival Shot Clearance, Chrome Mox, and Glimpse of Nature. Yep. Those are really big there, right? Those are actually really good. I have none to sell you. So I don't know if you're asking to buy stuff or not, but I have none to sell you. I'm not going to sell you the shock lens that I have. But yeah. Don Cass, who was hoarding summer magic. I kind of figured that. Oh, they all came from one place. I know which place they came from. The other side of the coin impacts Hasbro's practice is the damage they are doing to LGSs. Sucks for us, but if we don't have a local store to support, it's not good. That is actually true, for sure. Absolutely. Okay. I thought you were trying to buy from me. I'm like, I don't have that. Well, I do, but I don't want to sell it. But yeah. That's good. That's good. I've been going after old alpha signature cards. After. Oh. Here's another hot tip. Keep an eye on Hasbro stock price in the next 2 quarters in particular. Why is that? Do you know something I should know? Should I short? Should I not? I think people might be surprised. Well, I've already got stock in it and I haven't sold it, so I'm hoping it's good news. So I'm just holding. I'm a holder. That's all I'm doing. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Bitcoin there. There's a reason. Really? So, a group of players in Doncaster, specifically hoarding summer magic. All right. There's another one down. We're getting down there. It's taking a while. Everything is somewhat rebounding now. Actually, it is. Everything is going up. Although, I'd like to point out, I saw something peculiar yesterday on Heritage Auction House. And I'm assuming you guys are all familiar with Heritage Auction House. But I was actually watching and bidding on stuff. But did I notice that the revised booster boxes went for a ridiculous amount? 16,750, I think it was. I mean, it was with the buyer's premium. So, and I was kind of shocked by that because there's literally boxes from a company, a legit company, online on eBay, for 13,000 or 13,000, something like that. So I'm a little bit confused on how people on Heritage could be buying a revised box for 16,750 when there's a perfectly good box that you could buy for 13. You know, that was the weirdest thing I think I saw in a long time as far as prices are concerned. I'm like, that made absolutely no sense because a person who is familiar with Magic would probably buy a really. Hold on a second. How did I do that? I wasn't even paying attention. Where's stop? I gotta fix this. It's not sealed yet. There we go. It's going to flatten out. Oh my god. Why Why do you have so much curl? You do not want to flatten out. There you go. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, that works nice. Okay, that works. There we go. Oh my gosh, that curl was just like, I was just like, what are you doing? And it was just like not sitting correctly. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to refix that. It's that old adhesive, probably. I'm like, I don't want it to sit weird. All right, there we go. There's our weird one. And the cards are going to be fine, but those just sit weird in that pack. All right. Here we go. I still remember a local games from around 2005. $3 and revised. Nobody wanted them, yeah. Then ended up draft to recover the investment. They were all like 200 to 300 each box. Yeah, yeah. I remember in '96, I picked some up for $53. That was nice. Yeah. Because it just wasn't selling. Or was it '96? Might have been '96. It was one of those years. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. So we learned a lot. Apparently Hasbro is going to surprise everybody. They should definitely add the reserve list. We went over that. We talked about the signature cards. That's what we talked about today. Yeah, we've covered some nice stuff. I could call this a boardroom meeting, really, for Hasbro. If they were watching right now, we could make them tons of money. They only need to come on this show, and then we would have helped them out a great deal. Totally. Yeah, imagine they listen to the community. Yeah, I have pipe dreams. My pipe dream is that they listen to the community for sure. I mean, imagine a business that listens to its customers. Oh my gosh. I bet that would be Buc-ee's, because if you're familiar with Buc-ee's, they're the best gas station in the world, right? Buc-ee's does it right. No matter what anybody says, model Buc-ee's and you're going to be doing good, right? Last pack. Nothing left. For those of you who are late to this and didn't see the first pack is the best pack because it's got the blue thingy in there. Concerned with single prices. One knows in Gold Rush money is selling in spades. Yeah. If they are watching, it was unbacked speculation on my behalf. That's true. There you go. Well, you need to make them watch more of my stuff. I can make them tons of money. Yeah, make Wazzy contact me. Oh, well, Hasbro contact me. I can make them tons of money there too. I was always the fourth on the right. Be careful. What is it? That like I think that might be like the Peter Pan, 4-star from the right or something. That is the fourth booster pack. I say out to collector boxes and put all collector packs in as box toppers. Dude, I second that because I love box toppers. It's all about the box topper for me. When they did the box topper, I fell in love. Right? That was all Ultimate Masters and that kind of stuff. So I literally am on board with that 100%. You know? All right. And there we go. Hold on. Ta-da! All right. All 36 are done. And it all worked out too, because I had stickers for everything. Even though they had the wrong gear. But make sure you watch that first one. I'm not going to pull it out. You can watch the first, 3 seconds when I do the first one. I put the blue ticker in there. These are all going to get mixed up, so you won't even know which one you get. Because, well, there you go. Because it'll be all mixed up. But it'll all be right here, ready for your opening enjoyment. And make them special pull. I agree. That'd be fantastic. Right? Because we want to support players and collectors. May as well combine the box. I think it's ridiculous that we have multiple shipments anyways. It's going to cost extra anyways. I understand the reason they're doing it, for sure. Because those boxes are cheaper to ship. It's all about shipping and handling. Right? When I say it's too expensive to ship stuff, it is too expensive to ship stuff. It actually costs a lot. So I understand why they made the collector's edition. And yes, I'm trying to adjust because my chair is actually caught on this cord. But yeah. So I understand why they chose to do it. Because shipping 12 packs is so much freaking cheaper. So much cheaper. Right? And even if draft boxes don't sell as bad, you just don't print as many. And so it actually makes sense to what they're doing. Selling less packs, making smaller boxes, making them a little more special so people think they're getting a lot more for nothing is actually a good way to make profit. So I understand what they're doing. Right? Make them even so it doesn't drive me nuts. All right. So we have been successful. We have no more cases here, but you can still buy bearish cases online if you want to. I'm fairly certain there's tons of still more out there available for purchase. Yep, there are. All right. And those of you who bought Flesh and Blood will be getting theirs with their Italian Legends booster pack, because they purchased an Italian Legends booster pack along with their Welcome to Wrath. Alright, so I'll be shipping these off with the Welcome to Wrath packs that you purchased with the last one. Alright, have a great day, everyone. I'm going to let you go here, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. And I will talk to y'all in the near future. I am going to try to get a pack opening up today. If I don't, there will definitely be one tomorrow. Alright? I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right. Talk to y'all later.